Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. This is ProMix Lab. In this video, I want to cover my vocal recording template. It's this Pro Tools session here you're looking at, and this is the session I built a long time ago. I've used it in many occasions, including sessions with real clients, and they all went well. And I think it's a decent example, this session, for you guys to look at if you're looking to build your own template. And we're going to go through some of the details. I think it's going to help you succeed in the studio as a professional engineer. And let's just get right into it and look at some tracks. As you can see, these are my tracks. I have them color coded and labeled. On the very top, we have these 4 tracks routed to the master output, because I'm now using the default routing for stereo mix, so they're in stereo output 1 and 2, and this is my device. I'm using my headphones, but this could look different on your end. This is mine, okay? And if you look at the tracks, we have on the very top we have a click track. It's the metronome. Then we have 2 reference tracks. These are for the demos, or could be a reference, could be a mixing reference, or it could be any other stuff that you might want to compare your track with. And then we have this mix bus channel, and that's going to be the sum outputs of all of our musical content. In fact, everything below this track is going to be our musical content, and these tracks, they all eventually go through the mix bus, and that's why we're having these plugins up here. You can activate these plugins to master the track, so you don't have to go through the plugin folder just to find the right stuff to use. It's just much easier this way to get things done beforehand. If you look at the lower section, first of all, we have these 2 effects returns. These are the parallel effects for our tracks. I'm now using these for 2 reverbs. This is plate reverb and this is hall reverb. You can use this for any other stuff. You can use them for delays, and you can add more processing after using these slots, and you could duplicate these tracks to have more than 2 effects. And these are really open to your own change, open to your own adjustments if you're building something similar like this one, like this template. And then we have this instrumental. This is the beat, pretty straightforward, and I have some basic processing. We'll get into the details later. And then we have this lead vocal recording number 1. This is where the actual recording happens. In a real studio setup, the input of this track should be set to your audio source. I'm not having any source right now, but I can use this bus number 1 as an example for demonstration. This is bus number 1, and on your end, this could be your number 1 input on your audio interface, right? This is mine. Once we have recorded something, we can drag the take from this track down here to these lead vocal tracks. We have 10 lead vocal tracks, and these are for safety, because we might want to have some different processing for different parts of the song. Say we want to mix the vocal in a chorus and vocal in verse a little bit differently, and these are for that. 10 lead vocal tracks. And then we have this lead vocal mix. This is for when we want to fully mix the vocal. Say you're with your client and she or he wants a version done right after the recording, and you can just drag the take, what you guys have been tracking, down here to this track and activate these plugins like this. And you can get your vocal ready to go in a second. The whole point of having these is just to get things done beforehand. Again, it's much easier and much less time consuming this way. Then we have our background vocal section. It's the same as the lead vocal section, but just for different parts, different voice of the song. We have 1 recording track and 10 vocal tracks, pretty much the same. And that's all the tracks we have for this vocal recording template.